got they got 3 guys who are capable of beating us, so we got to play good team defense. And we split with them during the season. And it should be a good series.
Is this a matchup you almost relish? I mean, the fact that the emotions of
the
fans.
You play who you play, and it's not about you relish whoever you're going to play. So I would assume that we're going to play just as hard against them as we would play against anybody. So.
What would the game plan regarding Vince, I guess, in the opening?
Yeah, I'm really going to tell you guys, right?
Sam, for a guy who has 0 playoff experience, what does Chris still bring, though, that can make up for the fact that he has no experience in the playoffs?
He's a good player. Hey, if Chris just does what he's done over the past 2 seasons, he'll be fine. My suggestion to Chris is just go play basketball. Still the same game. We're not win or lose the first game. We're going to play another game, and another one, and another one. I know that for sure. I know we're going to play 4 games for sure. So I don't want these guys to worry about it. I don't want him to go out and try to do anything more than what he's done. Just do what he's been doing. We'll be fine.
And that's, I guess, where Chris's maturity level comes in, and his ability, like he's led this team all year long, to be able to handle that.
Yeah, I'm confident Chris is going to be fine.
That said, 2 of the games this year against the Nets, he had a tough time. 2 of his least productive games.
Well, he just didn't play well. When you go back and watch the tapes, then he had 2 good games here. So you go back and watch the tapes. Sometimes 82 games you have nights like that.
Do they have a matchup problem? Are they able to match up with him a little better than some other teams?
Well, did they have a better one when he played well at home?
No, same guys.
Okay.
But
Well, maybe he just had a bad game.
2 of them.
Well, I promise you, he's had more than 2 bad games over 80. Or how many games he missed? 12. So he played 70 games. I promise you, he had more than 2 bad games out of the 70 that he played.
But there aren't that many teams that have kept him to 2 bad games out of 4 played. Like, that's half the time he hasn't played well.
He only played 3. Actually.
So 2 out of 3.
Well, you can go down a list of every player in the NBA. You don't play great every night. Is it something that they did? I don't think so. Because I'm sure they would have done it here also, right?
Coach, do you think Vince Carter has anything to prove in this series to the Raptors?
I don't know. When Vince Carter comes to town, you make sure you go ask him, okay?
When you look at the way Vince played the first 2 months you had him, and then the way he's played the last month here, and also other times in Jersey.
Yeah, you're talking about something 2.5 years ago.
It's relevant.
Well, it's not relevant now. You know what? This is a new basketball team. We're in the playoffs. Last time I checked, it's the Toronto Raptors playing the New Jersey Nets. Now, unless Vince is going to get on the airplane and leave his teammates in New Jersey and come walk on the court and play 5 against 1, then that will be a news story. Now, if they're going to do that, I love our chances. But I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to have to beat the New Jersey Nets.
Your general manager said on the radio this morning that in order to control the Nets, you have to control Vince.
Well, we got to control Jason Kidd. We also got to control Richard Jefferson. We understand how good Vince is, but it's not like they beat us 4-0. We split with them. They beat us in Jersey. We've beaten them here. So it ought to be a good series.
Yeah, despite the seedings, game 1 in Jersey, they looked like they were going to be the cream of the crop, at least in the Atlantic Division, if not in the East. And it's kind of. Is it at all disappointing that you guys work so hard to get a 3 seed and you end up playing New Jersey on a roll?
What's disappointing about it? Well, until the last game, the last 2 games, till we set our guys down, we won 9 out of 10. I don't know. Maybe your thoughts of a roll is, I don't know what it is, but to me, 9 out of 10 is pretty good. And we set our guys down and rested them. So we had a chance to win, 11 out of 12 games. So I feel pretty good about what we've done.
You expressed some concern.
And we had games that we had to win. It wasn't like the games that we played wasn't important. And then it wasn't like the teams that we played laid down. New York didn't lay down. They played one of the better games they played second half of the season.
Are you completely over the fact that, Vince basically, I don't want to say quit, but sort of let down? When
Dude, I never had a problem over it. What was it to get over?
Made your first year a lot tougher than it could have been.
Well, that's life. Every day I walk out of ACC, it's tough. Somebody has a tough time. So what? That's part of it. I have no animosity towards Vince. I like Vince. Every time we played in New Jersey, Vince and I are always spoken to each other, talk, giving each other a hug. The team that plays the best is going to win. It's not going to be the individuals. The team that plays the best over the series is going to win the series, and that's it.